y'all, I am doing 2 videos at the same time. I'm recording 2 videos at the same time. So I'm trying not to refer to something I said in that video without, so anyways, I'm trying to get these videos cranked out for you guys so we can do more than the average amount of our videos. We were doing like 1 a week. And I feel like if I can just crank out as many videos as possible during 1 week, then the rest of the month is easier for me. So I don't know when you're going to see this one. This one is me talking about keto. I'm also recording the Friday reset so that you see me in the same outfit. And I'm drinking my coffee. I'm going to talk to you guys while I drink my coffee. And then I'm going to get up and I'm going to record the rest of my cleaning video. So just ignore the cooler back there that's left from the party. I've got to clean up. I've got a lot to do today. But I wanted to get on here and talk to you about my keto journey. So we went to the beach, and I had already started feeling kind of, this is going to sound vain, but down on myself. I know everybody's going to be like, oh, you're beautiful. Don't feel down about yourself. But it was starting to affect me, emotionally and mentally, and I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do, and I already started feeling this way, but there was a switch that hadn't flipped on, that I needed to do something about it. It was more like, oh, pitiful me. I was in a pity party, so anyways, me and Jamie had gone to the grocery store. And we had the boys in the cart, and we were picking up some groceries at the beach. And the lady says, "Oh my goodness, is this finally your girl on the way?" And it took a minute to register what she was saying, and I was like, "No." And she said, "Oh, it's another boy. You're gonna be another boy mom. Like, you're just meant to be a boy mom." And I looked at Jamie, and his eyes were so big. He was like, oh my gosh, because I'm not pregnant. I was not pregnant, I was just big. So for whatever reason, it was so funny. We were walking out, and I didn't react. I didn't tell her any different. I just smiled, and we just kept going. And I'm sorry, my boys are being crazy. Boys, I'm trying to record. Can you be quiet, please? Thank you. We'll see how long that lasts. But anyways, so I was embarrassed because Jamie had heard it, and he was like mortified. His eyes were so big, and he was just, he rubbed my back the whole way out of the store. Like I don't know if he was scared that I was gonna go back and say something ugly, or if he was just trying to be comforting, or if he just didn't know what to do. But that cracked me up. So that kept me from crying in the moment. But because I was laughing at him. But it was the swift kick in the rear that I needed to get on something. And my mom and dad were talking about doing carnivore, and I was like, carnivore seems really strict. I'm not sure that I can handle that right off the bat. I have done keto in the past. I did keto for 2 weeks, and I lost 12 pounds the first time. And that was right after Levi. But it seemed hard, and it seemed ridiculous, and it seemed crazy. And then there was all these people that were losing weight quick, and they were doing fast diets. I don't want to name any particular diet because I'm not bashing diets by any means. But they were doing certain diets that just were not affordable to me. And I could not swing what they were asking me to pay. And I was like, there's got to be a way that it's more inclusive, that people like me can lose weight. I did have some hormonal stuff going on. I went to the doctor. I had gained 20 pounds in less than a month. And so I went to the doctor, and we got on a regimen, not no medicine, no like weight loss medicine or anything, but there was some medicine to get my hormones in balance. So I'm sure that's helped some. But I did that for a couple of weeks I did that for 3 weeks before I started keto, and I didn't lose maybe 3 pounds on it. But I'm sure it's a combination of eating healthy and getting my hormones back in whack. So I started we got back from the beach. I committed to it. I was like, you know what? I got to do something. I'm going to start keto, and I'm going to really do this. Now, there's different variations of keto. There's like dirty keto, there's like strict keto, and I'm somewhere in between. I try to keep my carbs less than 25 a day, but you know, if I go over a little bit, it's fine. It's not a big deal. I do test my blood. It's almost like a sugar, like when you test your sugar, but it tests the ketones in your blood. And I do that about once a week just to make sure that everything's good. But anyways, I was on it for the first couple weeks and they were rough. I wanted to eat everything. My skin broke out. My skin's still breaking out. But I think it's everything detox. And the reason my skin's breaking out now is because I cheated on Levi's birthday and had a slice of cake. And I think once you go without something and then you reintroduce it into your body, I mean, your body reacts. And so I think that's why I'm breaking out. But getting back to my diet and everything. I went on it on the 3rd of July, because that's when we got back. So the 4th of July, we went to a party and they were having hot dogs and hamburgers, and I was like, oh, this is so, and they had desserts, and I was like, and so, but I ate a hamburger and a hot dog without a bun. I started off like just modifying my food like that. And after 2 weeks, it started getting easier. I went to the Mexican restaurant and found out that I can have a lot of stuff there. I just can't have the tortillas and the chips, or the rice or the beans. So a lot of times when I go to a Mexican restaurant, I will order fajitas with sour cream and guacamole, no tortilla, no beans, no rice, no salad. I mean, I just eat the meat, and I get the Texana, so it has shrimp, steak, and chicken. And it does have some peppers and onions in it, which they have a few carbs, but it's still a low-carb meal. And then I add sour cream and guacamole. Also, I'll do the ACP without rice, and they can do the same thing, and they just cover it in cheese. The cheese is okay. There's probably some hidden carbs in there. It just is what it is. But I add sour cream and guacamole. It's still a lower carb meal. Anyways, and so when I do that, when I go to the Mexican restaurant, I always feel like super satiated, super like I'm not being deprived of anything. What? Hello. You gonna say hello to everybody? Oh, did you hit your foot? Yeah. Okay, buddy. Well, can you be quiet? Because mommy's recording. All right. Anyways, so that's always just like a treat for me, is going to the, we try to go like every Sunday, and sometimes I'll go during the week with my coworkers, and I'm just fully satiated, and I don't really have to eat anything the rest of the day. I don't have to snack, you know, I'm good. I get fuller faster. I don't snack as much as I used to. The biggest challenge has been the sweet tooth.
Where's my tablet?
I don't know. Did you leave it at Grammy's?
No, I leave it at Bubba's house.
Oh, well, you can get it later.
No.
Go back to your room and play. No, I'm not going over there to get your tablet right now.
I'm gonna get my tablet.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I want to.
No, you don't need a tablet. Go play with your toys.
I want a tablet.
You done?
A bug.
I don't know what he said.
A bug.
A bug.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you don't need to get a bug. Leave the bugs outside, please.
Why?
Because I said so.
You must turn yourself out.
Hey, why don't you go in your room and play superheroes?
No.
Hey, don't yell at me.
I want to.
He is sassy this morning.
Wow. Don't be loud.
Don't be loud.
Don't be loud.
Okay, anyways,
Don't be loud.
back to where I was. I don't know what I was saying, but that's the easiest place to go out to eat on keto, I think. Of course, if we go to Chick-fil-A, you can get the grilled chicken nuggets. I don't know, but just finding those little hacks. Also, when I make a meal for the boys, I try to make like our regular meals and modify it for me. Now, of course, if we do something like hamburger helper, I can't have that. So I make a can of tuna with mayonnaise and eat it with pork rinds, something simple. Keep it simple. If you're thinking about starting the keto, my biggest suggestion, especially until you get really good into keto, I'm not even there yet, keep it simple. Don't try to make these elaborate recipes that call for elaborate things like xanthan gum or almond flour. Like, keep it simple. These ingredients can get expensive. They monk fruit, all that stuff. Just keep it simple. Just limit your sugar. And then once you get the hang of it, hang on, my boys are distracting me. Okay, sorry about that. So what keto is basically it's low carb, high fat, high protein. So that's what I try to do. If I get really hungry, if you're getting hungry and you need more fat, and more protein. So I don't really count calories. I don't even really count carbs anymore. For the first 2 to 3 weeks, I counted my carbs on the Carb Manager app, and you can download that. They have a free version. I paid a couple extra dollars. I think it's like $3 a month, and you get the premium version, and it gives you recipes and all kinds of stuff like that. So if you're just starting, I suggest at least getting the free version, just so you can see and you noticing all the carbs. So that was a big tool for me. And then I started intermittent fasting. And what I do is I don't eat after 8, and I have to do 8 because I get home at 6. So by the time I get settled and cook supper, we're eating about 7:30, 8 o'clock. So I don't eat after 8, and I don't eat before 1. I skip breakfast, and I know that all the healthy people are gonna be like, don't skip breakfast, da, da, da. But I really honestly think that was like something Kellogg's came up with when they did their cereal. Like, it's okay to skip breakfast. Obviously, if you have sugar issues, don't do that. But for someone who is trying to lose weight and has no other health concerns as far as like sugar or like anything like that, then you can just be fine with a cup of coffee. And so my cup of coffee, I do coffee, heavy cream, because I like creamer, but I don't do it. Even the zero sugar creamers have like iffy stuff in it that makes you crave sugar. But I do sweeten it, and I sweeten it with these skinny syrups. Let me see if I can get it to. This one is pumpkin praline pie. I just opened it this morning because I left my brown sugar cinnamon one at work, and I love the brown sugar cinnamon. This one's pretty good too. The skinny syrups, Jordan's skinny syrups, and there are 0 carbs, 0 added sugar, it's 0 everything. So I'll show you the label. You can get, come on, focus, camera. Okay, you can get these skinny syrups at Marshall's, maybe TJ Maxx. This one I found at Marshall's, and this was $3.99. And, but our Marshalls, they go, like, people know about them, so they go and they get them. They have, like, not just coffee syrups. They have, like, mixed drink syrups or whatever. I don't drink, but some of them look pretty good. Like, you could just make, like, a smoothie out of them. That they're not just mixed drinks stuff. Anyways, I've looked on their website, and they have all kinds of different flavors. And they're only about like $6 on their website. I haven't ordered straight from their website, but I might have to, because it's hard to find them at Marshall's. Like, you have to really be looking, and like, of course you find the seasonal ones, but like the ones you really fall in love with, they're gone. So I like these better than any of the other ones because they're sweet. Like, I don't have to add any sweetener to my coffee. I don't have to put Splenda. I don't have to put monk fruit. I don't have to put anything. I just put the skinny syrup in. And it's good. So I know some people do the MCT oil, or they'll put butter in their coffee. I don't do all that. Like, that's just too much. I don't do all that. So I'm very simple. Like, my food's repetitive. I'll eat tuna, a lot of tuna. I eat a lot of chicken. I eat a lot of eggs and bacon, and I mean, I don't feel deprived other than my sweet tooth. And I had a major sweet tooth, and occasionally I'll want something real. Like the other day, I wanted birthday cake so bad. And I was like, you know what? I gave birth to him 3 years ago, and I'm going a whole month without cheating, and it's just as much my day as it is his day, because I gave birth to him, so I'm going to have me a piece of cake. I'm just kidding. But, so I did. And I immediately regretted it. Like, it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. Like, we glorify the food that we think is so good. And I guess because my body had been away from sugar so much, like, it just wasn't that great. And then it took so much work to get back in ketosis, and it just wasn't worth it to me. So now, like, even though an Oreo milkshake sounds really good, I don't really want to do it because it's probably not as good as I remember it being. Like, it's not as good now that I'm off the sugar as it was when I was on sugar. I found these Russell Stover zero sugar sweetened with stevia. I have, which I don't think they're really keto, but they're like 1 carb a piece of candy. And so if I'm really having a sweet tooth, like bad, I'll eat a couple pieces of those. And, I'll tell you, like, the weight started falling off immediately with keto, but then it was exaggerated when I started doing that intermittent fasting. And what intermittent fasting does is your body it's in ketosis, like, you're fasting, so you're automatically there. And then when I break fast, it's keto, and your body's using that fat that you're eating as energy, and I don't know, it just automatically kind of puts you in a calorie deficient, because you can't eat as much. You're not eating as many calories because you're not eating all day. Hey, Judah, mute that, please. Judah, I'm still talking, okay? I'll let you know when you can turn that back on. Anyways, so, and obviously I don't think everybody's on intermittent fasting. They like it. It's huge. It's a huge thing. I don't know that it would work if you were intermittent fasting and then you were eating unhealthy food during that couple hours that you can eat. I don't know that it would be as successful as it is if you do eat healthy. But anyways, so I've been on it a month. I'm down 21 pounds. I'm kind of teetering right here. I'll fluctuate a little bit depending on how much salt intake. Hang on. Let me just be totally transparent with you guys. I weighed in at my highest weight at 221. There's pictures of me that I took recently, like I think Mother's Day, and my face looks swollen. My hands are swollen. I could not get my wedding bands on. My feet were swelling. Everything was swelling. I was just retaining so much water. And I am down now to 200, and I cannot wait to break that 199. I'm like right there. I'm like right there at it. So that's what I'm working on now. My goal is to be 180 by Christmas, which is a doable goal, but it's a pretty big goal. I mean, that will be 20 more pounds on top of the 21 I've already lost. My ultimate goal is to be right there in the 150 range. They say for the 160, 150, I'll be happy with 160. They say for my height, I should be like 125. I have never been 125 in my life, maybe when I was in the 5th grade. I don't care what the charts say. I just want to feel good. I want to be good. I want to be healthy. My mom has been really inspiring in that because she was not healthy, and she got healthy. And I don't want my boys to fear for me or, for any health reasons that are within my control, like my weight. And I think that was one of the things that motivated my mom too. She had that dissection, and then she just really needed to, she had some autoimmune stuff too. And she just really needed to get healthy. And she did. She got healthy, and she's got more energy than I do now. So she's been a big support. She is doing something. She was doing carnivore, and I think carnivore was a little too extreme. And so she is on keto with me now. And we're working together. I think we're gonna add, I don't really know what she's planning on doing. But I plan on this month adding in some movement. I want to go for a walk every day. I want to start hitting back at the gym. This is going to sound funny, and y'all are going to be like, Caroline, really? You're still losing fat. I don't want to go to the gym and start lifting weights and stall out my weight loss because I don't want to bulk up. I still want to lose a lot of weight, and I want to be skinny. I want to be skinny. No, I want to be fit and I want to be strong, but I want to lose some more of my weight before I start trying to tone things. But I don't know. Maybe I have the wrong, maybe that's kind of a vain thing. But I do definitely want to get some cardio in. I do need to tone a little bit, but I'm like, I don't want to pump the weights too hard because I don't, that's not my goal. My goal is to lose weight first and then, start strengthening those muscles and stuff. But we plan, the boys and I and Jamie, we want to get outside more. We're outside playing, but by outside, what I mean is going on hikes. We're not really outdoorsy people, and we want to be, and we want to find a hobby for us to do. So, I don't know, ride bikes. I don't know. We got to find something that gets us moving, something that gets us outside. Boys, they're driving me nuts today. They're not listening. Anyways, so yeah, that's basically it. That's the plan moving forward. My suggestion is keep it simple. Don't go too extreme too fast because then you're going to fall off the wagon and you're going to be down and too hard on yourself. So don't go too extreme too fast. Work yourself up to it. Work yourself up to, if this is something you want to do, reach out. I can help. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm not affiliated with anything that, the skinny syrups, they don't reach out to me. I buy everything that I get from them. I want weight loss to not be this, arbitrary thing for people. Like, and it doesn't require anything but your right mindset and your ability to self-control. Now, that being said, there are some people who can't lose weight that way. Because they have health issues, they have something else that's helping them hold on to that weight, whether it's hormonal, I don't know. Some people just can't lose it like we can. And if there's a diet that works for you, do it. I'm not saying don't go spend the money and but like, I don't know what I'm not trying to bash any diet, like, at all. If it works for you, great. But you don't have to spend money to lose weight. Now, granted, keto food, if you go and you get all the crazy stuff and you make all the crazy recipes, it can get quite pricey itself. But there's no like subscription fee. There's no, you have to pay this to get this. You don't have to eat certain, like, I eat the same foods I ate before. I just limit the bread. I don't eat bread. I don't eat potatoes. I just limit the carbs. There's nothing that I'm buying, with the exception of heavy cream, that I wasn't buying before. So it's a little bit more reasonable if you keep it simple. Like I said, lots of protein, lots of fat, no carbs. But I do try to keep it under 25 carbs. I don't know if you guys have any questions. I'm not a health coach. I'm not qualified to be a keto expert or a health coach. I'm just sharing what's worked for me. So if you have questions, feel free to reach out. I do follow, I tried Weight Watchers, and I follow some people who are on Weight Watchers. It's a great program. It just didn't work for me, because if you tell me I can have something, then I can have it all. So literally just try until you find something that works for you. Don't get discouraged. I've also heard that this has effects on like fertility, like good effects on fertility. It's healing. It heals your body in so many different ways. So reach out, do some research if you want to. Reach out if you have any questions. Let me know. I am sorry my boys are being so rude right now. And just reach out if you need any tips, tricks, if you want to know like what I eat in a day. Like I said, I fast, so I don't eat as much. It doesn't take as much planning on my part. So just let me know what I can do to help anybody, and I will see you next time. Remember, you are beautiful just the way you are, but God says that our body is our temple, and we need to be healthy, and we need to be healthy for those people we love. So this is not a fat shaming, you gotta lose weight video. This is just an encouragement to get healthy. Okay. Anyways, so just remember that your worth is not in your weight. Well, I'm fixing to get to that part if you want to hang out here, and you can do that part. Your worth is not in your weight. Your worth is in who you are as a person, and who God says you are. So don't put so much pressure on yourself. But if you're right there on the fence of trying to make a healthy decision, let me be an encouragement to you to go ahead and do that. It's great. I don't regret any of it. I don't feel like I'm missing out on much. It's hard some days. I'm not going to say that it's always easy. I still struggle with my sweet tooth, but it's so totally worth it in the end. So I'm going to hop off here and get to recording that other video, and I will see you guys next time. Remember, Jesus loves you, and so do we. Bye, y'all.